up in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, ETN once more.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, ETN once more. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 28. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. The Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can win some of the very well.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott now.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence
out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, they're going to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Cowboys are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot when you have all of those people bearing down on you. Cowboys last time was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott
Able to hit his target Lamb.
and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Now here's Pollard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second down and goal. Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we hit the halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Way to go. On second and a couple. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Now Lawrence to throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Prescott yet again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Prescott off play action. Steps away. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Here we go. Set.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you can actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Lawrence will throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Chauncey Golston.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And now off to the races down the right side.
Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined. Kill. 10. Check.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is caught inside the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Deshaun Watson, he's had his way out there so far. He's up over 300 yards passing, 3 touchdown strikes, too. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A final shot now for Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense.